Hey there, everybody. Arlos here from Ice Games, bringing you episode 28 of my Rogue Trader Let's Play series. Definitely still having a blast with this series. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it too. I'm kind of excited to see how the story's starting to ramp up a little bit. So we've done a bunch of exploring around the Koronus Expanse. We've got some missions where we're supposed to uh, I control a protectorate, so now I need to go and kind of visit those planets and see what's going on. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing this episode. So we found a bunch of random events, got ourselves a. If I go to where is it? The colony management. We got ourselves a colony. Oh, Lord Captain. There's something going on here. But yeah, we got a colony. We found some Spirates and some Eldar and some other chaos space forces to fight in space. We even found kind of a derelict space hulk and ended up fighting a forge fiend inside of it. So that was kind of unexpected and kind of crazy. But yeah, so now we're starting to get a bunch of like little random events. It really does, honestly, feel like an kind of an open world RPG kind of system. So like we do have some stories we need to take care of, some stuff we do, but there's so much to do along the way. It's kind of been a lot of fun. Like the fact that we're just going to talk to High Factorum Janus. So, Lord Captain, there's a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer, and the refugees of the Winterscale Dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the uh, Nicomade's Cafe, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims revering Cafe's rival, claim Cafe to be a thief who had stolen the relics of the saint and distributed the sacrament to his of his resting place to state his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of the burial site. So now we get to make some options here. I'm not quite sure if this the oh you will gain. That's what this is. Okay, that's neat. So I'll get who are them? What's the issue here? What's this? My advisors, but then we get to actually make a decision. So who is Nicomedes and Philomenes? So the Saint Cafe is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Foulstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Creed, but his most famous feat was his search for the burial site of the legendary preacher, Saint Cognatus, who conquered the Expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind a score of relics. Cafe was able to track down some of those relics. The order was named after the power hammer of Saint Cognatus, Pious Charge. The other one is the priest of the Winterscale domain. He preached at the same times of Cafe and denounced him for a false veneration of the saint. He believed that he preached the incomprehensibly of the highest wisdom to the people, and that any attempt to learn it would only lead to heresy. He called the search for the burial site blasphemy and the collection of relics looting and soliciting. In his opinion, the sacred object should be conjugated in one place and should find haven across. Should not be conjugated in one place, but find haven across the many worlds. The relics of power, their aggregation gives way to pride. Okay, so what says my advisors? So, by coming to a foreign realm, the Malpians are demonstrating their insolence. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of the saint and to learn the ways of Saint Cafe. In this way, they would be of use for returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer would be satisfied with the verdict. There is a similar case of belief dispute in the Fifth Aphelion Cathedral. The conflict between the two cults resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from either side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teaching if they lost. I propose to invoke the cathedral's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. They believe that their faith is superior? Then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive it, they will have proven their steadfast. Even if the Order of Hammer does not accept their agreements, it would be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way the saint if they prove with their own blood and pain. Okay. So if I do Henrix is right, I gain security and a relic. What does the relic give me, though? Wearer gains a 5% chance to reduce incoming war damage? Oh, okay, that could be good. With all the war penalties I keep seeing. If I go with her... Oh, I get a power sword? Soul pattern power sword and complacency. If I do it the way that Abelard wants me to do it, I gain a shroud here. When the wearer deals damage with melee attack, they gain toughness plus temporary wounds if there's their toughness bonus plus the iconoclast level. Wielders melee attacks deal an additional temporary wounds damage. Ooh, that's really good too. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh, I kind of want to do it your way, just to get that. Or this way is, I gain the shroud, but just get the shroud. Why would I do that? Get the shroud and lose it. Okay. We're gonna do it the way Abelard wants. I mean, the power weapon seems could, and we get compliancy. But yeah, the sword's good, but it's only gonna last me so long. Or if I get the shroud's gonna last me, because it's just a bonus thing. So that's gonna last me forever. So I'm gonna do it that way. All right. So we shall allow them to prove their strength and their convictions through a severe trial of faith. Let them show the weight of their words and teachings. 100 Malpians have volunteered to undergo the trial of faith. 74 have survived, proving the steadfastness of their beliefs and earning respect of the Order of the Hammer. The teaching of Philomenes laid down deep roots upon the hard soil of Foulstone. The followers of the teaching were zealous and determined. Oh, okay. So I get... Oh, but I still get profit factor. So, this was the end of that colony reward. Okay, so it looks like we might have an event whenever those finish. That's kind of neat. So we do get the Flamer. We get some holy gifts. We get a profit factor +2. We do get more efficiency. And I think we get the extra 1,000 for it. Does that mean we get to pick a new one now? I think we do. Aha, we do. Okay. So now I get to pick between... Oh, these are all locked off. So touched by holiness, which gives me +2 compliancy, or indulgence for sale, which gives me a more profit factor, and fellowship of the void. Stuff. What is... All right. Affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of the project. The colony increases them by 10% for each point, respectively. You know what? I don't want to give them away. That kind of feels... So selling the forgiveness of the ecclesiarchy could be a significant source of revenue. I don't really want to do that. I mean, yeah, the 2,000 void would be kind of... fellowship of the void. Respect would be nice, but it feels a little mean. So the saint left behind many treasures that are now coveted by powerful men and women. Rogue Trader possesses the shards of a priceless combi tool bearing the saint's fingerprints, formerly reclaiming the relic via the Adeptus Administration. Will be a bureaucratic war requiring influential allies and nothing short of the arm of clerks and scribes. But if it is passed into the safekeeping of monks in the Order of Hammer, it would be a great triumph for the faithful. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. So I get an extra 20% speed and increased profit factor, but I have to have a profit factor of equal to or greater than, greater than or equal to 20. So let's execute this one. Not sure how long it's going to take, but it should be good. Okay. I was not expecting that to pop up when I hit that button. Let's go to you then. Can I give you... How good is this? 22 to 23. That's actually really good. Oh, I didn't even notice she carries the med packs on her back. wonder if I take those off, they go away. That's really neat. I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna put those med packs back on because you want those. I'm also gonna give you a frag grenade just because. Where'd the med packs go? Oh, they're there. Gosh, I got 30 med packs. Okay, good to know. We're gonna give her that, and then I'm gonna give you. Where's this new? There we go. This shroud. So that'll give you. That'll be really good for you actually, because you're an iconoclast. If I go to. Character. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. You'll get the extra bonuses and stuff like that. Okay. Let's head back to the Koronus Expanse map. Again, I could have completely missed that that colonizing of the world and stuff like that. So I'm glad I found that. I thought we had access to them. That's Forgotten Twins. Oh no, sorry, we're at the planet already. We got the Forgotten Twins right there. We have a mission there. But let's visit this system here because we're gonna head to Janus, our agri world. So let's visit. This is the first one we found, so I assume this is kind of the first one most people go to. So we've got to make it to our agri world. We have to make it to our kind of industrial world and then our capital world. The Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, the parameters of this system match those of Telecus Epsilon, home of the agri-world Janus, that belongs to the Von Valentius dynasty. We've received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes a rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparations for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. All right, let's end dialogue here. All right, so World Shapers, let's do this. So that's where we're going. But we're going to go to the other ones first. See if there's anything here. Let's begin the scan of this probably gas giant. Yes. We get some trophies here. Excellent. Ooh, actually, we got 29 profit factor now. That's a lot of profit factor. Begin scan. And that's 3 plus steel. Okay, worlds with the extreme environments produce the finest astromilitary retrofit. Or so I've heard. I am merely repeating what some guards I know, or I happen to know, have whispered to my ears. So, I'm not gonna lie, very, very true. You know what we're gonna do? I think this would give me profit factor 3, which would give me 32 profit factor. That would be really good. You know what? I'm gonna save that till after we do Janus. Yeah, it's head to here. So I need to supply Footfall with provisions, restore the shipments from Janus, and make planetfall. So let's go make planetfall. Begin the scan. Oh, it's kind of neat. You kind of see this would probably be where all the food is made right here, I'm guessing. All right. Worlds of the Expanse. Oh, didn't go. All right, so let's head here. I'm going to take the group that we have. So let's take Jay, Cassia, Argentia, Abelard, Pascal, and me, Idira, and Henrik. You guys can wait for now. Well, I should level them up at least. Well, let's accept that. Again, that's the one thing that kind of interesting about these kind of games is the fact that you get a ton of companions, but like, why aren't they all coming with me? Why am I only bringing a few with me? But I'm always curious on that. I know it's like a balancing issue, but give me lower reasons why. Okay, so we're landing. Wow. Gosh, I love these posts so much. I'm so glad they use those models. Oh, Aldari. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't try to shoot me. A lavishly dressed noblewoman in opulent silk gown watches you with expectant air, but then gratefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Vlant Ab Aram. My name is Vistenza Janus Viet Ab Aram of Koronus. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the rogue trader Theodora von Valancius, I serve as planetary government and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. In greetings to you, noble Ursian. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader seneschal does not visit a subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Veit? It means the governor is taking care of all matters and there's no need for the seneschal to interfere. I hear praise in those words, and thank you for them. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed Lady von Valancius is quite unexpected. What? She's dead. Theodora von Valancius is dead, and now I am head of the dynasty. Such tragic news. I will see to it that the planet observes a month of mourning.
For Janus!
I was half expecting that Eldar to shoot me. Oh gosh, okay, so of course another uprising somewhere.
Example out of you.
So we've been fight off the attackers. We've been ambushed. Start the battle here. Ooh, can I see you three? I can. Well, we're gonna do that.
Navigator, not a servitor.
Probably should have moved into cover. That's okay. Oh, I've already used any of my abilities, so I'll ignore that. I'm gonna hop you over. Oh, actually, it is just a straight line. I don't want to do a straight line. I'm gonna move here, and then we're gonna rapid fire, and we're going to use my new heavy bolter. Haha! He just blew him away. I love that. Oh look, and we've already got our Revel and Slaughter here. We have Revel and Slaughter. Oh, I didn't use prey on any. I could have used prey on all three of them. Oh well. Let's end turn.
Don't touch me.
All right, and then what are we gonna do? We are going to. There's only 2 enemies. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to oh yeah, we got extra AP now. Let's actually have you move. If I do this, they'll both be in my line of sight.
Emperor will be undone.
Then I have you go again.
It's as good as done.
And then this. Oh, though I can't. Oh, I just realized I can't use my. Oh, but I can shoot them both with my flame attack. That's really good. Let's do that then. There we go. And end turn. Let us. That, and then we're going to shoot you. Sure. There we go. Okay, well, looks like there's some more enemies. So we went from 2, well, 1 essentially to. Oh! Yeah, I think that's an Eldar there. 10. Okay, so 9 more enemies showed up. Well, you know what we're gonna do.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Wait, where are they all? There's one here. And a bunch over here. We're just gonna
Rejoice in
ignore the
battle.
fact that we should probably be in cover. We're going to rapid fire here. Oh, actually, yeah, rapid fire. See who we can hit with all of them. Alright, so let's pray to have you be my prey.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And then you be my prey.
But you, my emperor!
Oh, I did not do as much damage as I thought I was going to.
As the emperor commands, this is why I was chosen.
And then we'll run a
I'll
gun.
do it.
Why not give me an extra... Oh, well, I guess I can use my flamer attack.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Like on fire, at least. That is a massive range flamer. I love that. Okay, so let's end turn then.
Out of my way!
Oh, grenade! Oh, that does
Show
not
me
seem
what
good.
you've got.
Your sharpshooter. That's shooting through a solid thing there. Okay, now it's just my turn. Okay.
Weapon at the ready.
Good job.
I'm here, maggot. Gah!
Hold on.
All right. Go here with you. Let us make our weapons better. There we're at.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Take you down. Good job. And turn. What do I need to do with you? You know what? We're gonna run all the way over here. And then we're going to just take aim. Oh, that's for you give it to an ally. The target's next attack. I'm not gonna do that. Try to finish you off.
Don't get too cocky. Jai Haydar.
There we go. Everyone else is out of the way, or out of.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I keep her nearby. All right, enter.
Let's get to it.
Here we go.
Kind of sounded like an orc there. Okay, we're gonna run here. And then we're gonna charge in.
I will do my duty.
Okay, and that should give us a bonus, right? Not perplexed. Right?
Grey hair, sure hat.
Alright, but we're going to do Daring Breach here.
We'll rule the stars themselves.
We have to keep attacking.
Victory is imminent.
Alright, and then let's move here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
and
time.
attack you again. Or attack this person.
Indeed. It will be done. I'm not interested.
Clearly, just need to get you a better weapon. There we go. Enter. Okay, Cassius here again. Be kind of out in the open a little bit, but make sure I hit both of you. That'll kill you. Which damage to you.
I'm not
Put that
accustomed to being ordered around. If I may.
5 enemies. Where's the other one? Oh, there's more over here. Okay.
Pain cleanses the body.
All right, where are our enemies? So we got one there. Oh, I forgot about you. You down there. And I've got you here. You there. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one. Oh, there's 2 here. That's why. Okay. I'm gonna have Jen to move here.
Guided by faith.
I'm gonna switch weapons again.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands,
Make you
I
pray.
act.
Let us be piercing shot. And then just use our bolter to you. There we go. That feels better. And enter.
I faced worse than this.
Okay. What are we going to do here? We are going to... You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just finish you off. Oh, that didn't do it. Okay. Well, then I will have...
I'll see to it personally.
Go. Boop. Okay, 2 enemies left.
Scared yet?
Owie. Am I going to be able to see you? I don't. Let's try to kill you and free them up. Nope. Well, let's just
Don't get too cocky.
finish you off. By making Abelard go again.
A tactically sound approach. An exemplary strike.
There we go. All right, we took out the rebels. So, your lordship, the Emperor preserve us. Are you all right? Don't fret, layperson. We have grown used to outrageous slovenliness among the wardens of every world we visit. I like that. That makes sense. I love that. Pale Graceness is strangling this present peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, and yet he fears his own even more. Oh gosh, we could kill him. No. I'm fine. I can't say the same for the attackers. Praise the throne. If you would please follow me, I will personally escort you to the governor, where you will have the protection of walls and wardens. Fine, lead on. Okay. So this world has... Man, is there like a cult thing on every world? Alright, we're inside of a building here. Servants and aristocrats, okay. Oh! Your lordship, the most honorable Arlos von Valencius. The governor is awaiting you in her office, where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet her alone, or with your entourage? You know what, let's, my entourage will accompany me. Let's try to do it with a show of power. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. She's swiping a data slate as she commands at her gilded box. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, moves her skirt, and drops into a deep curtsy. Your lordship, accept my abject apologies for the a reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I never could have imagined. I don't care for your apologies. I could have been killed. I assure you, your lordship, I would never. I beg you, give me a chance to prove my loyalty and explain myself. She's companion standing beside her also bends into a bow, while reaching out to offer a reassuring touch to her hand, who immediately draws it away. Let's see. One of your wardens helped us in battle. A superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Yurlet, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I've turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations, given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, she comes from a local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janus like the back of her hand. So she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit it at times, I am tempted to send her away from the estate. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure. It's so tall. Gauntness of frame and tall stature are not features common even among Voidborn, oh dear governor. That does not make them mutants. Then pray, whatever do you find so disagreeable about this Yurlet's appearance? The strange movements, the strange looks, the abnormally large eyes, and the unnaturally distorted face. The pointed ears. Do I have news for you, Shireen? But it is for your ears only. I will tell you when we meet our mysterious new ally. If you wish to speak, you will find her outside the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. Alright, so what's happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Janus. I was not even notified at first. Griping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learnt of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. And then it became apparent that what the administration accounts were referring to as an unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They've already brought 13 agri complexes to a halt, and we have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Can Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies? Yeah, Footfall Station is on the verge of starvation. Can Janus supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void reps? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing past every cycle than those on Footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship said provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo shuttle that leaves the surface will be targeted for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our silos could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. Logistics of transporting supplies to Footfall could only be possible once the uprising has been completely crushed. It's really embarrassing to admit that even Vladom take that may Azim take that man is better at doing his job than the Liege of Footfall. As Liege of Footfall, the Lady Bayat is at keeping her world in check. Okay, can Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies under current conditions? I risk angering you, your lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation. Even the most talented logistics expert of the administration are unable to guarantee stable ties when shuttles are wary and landed at the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored on Janus, the trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal, ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I am sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have the ground forces and ship crews work together to hunt down the enemy. Okay. Oh, you can remove her from the post. I will get to bottom of this. I'm sure the rebels will have something to say to the master of their world. I'm immeasurably grateful for your assistance, your lordship. If any of those who attacked the estate had survived, then perhaps they could have been valuable sources of information. But you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we do not know who let them into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my red student, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. The esteemed Magos, who is responsible for aeromatic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And of course, there was my aide in the war against the rebels, Urlet. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge with Janus and your lordship. All right. Who's the person standing next to you? One of my ladies in waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implicitly, and over time, Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but also my shadow. Losing her would be losing my right hand. To bathe in the light of your greatness is a true honor, rogue trader. All right, tell me about Janus. Janus is a remarkable world, both in terms of its vast potential and in terms of the work that was carried out to transform it into an agri-world. House Valet has ruled on Janus for many generations, and each new governor has without fail contributed to the planet's taming. This world was once a wild planet, full of xeno beasts and utterly unsustainable for growing anything. To this day, despite our best efforts, Janus regularly rebels against us. Earthquakes, tsunamis, the emergence of new pests and weeds that invade the land. Sometimes I cannot help but think that this world is endowed with a consciousness. The consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who likes to spoil everything that we have achieved. What do you grow on Janus? Mainly flint corn and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere, we set aside vast tracts of land for Grok's population. And of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivating fruit for personal use and limited export. Okay, so even for an agri-world in the back of Beyond, this place is real dumb. I'm not going to say that. I must take my leave. All right. Oh, so it just kicks us out. Okay. Anything in here?
I bet that as soon as we come across something interesting, the greedy hunk of junk will crackle on about the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus and try to lay his hands on the spoils.
I am judging and disregarding the statement of the unworthy thief who has disrespected the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I absolutely love the banter. Okay,
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
no, I don't think there's anything in here. Time for some exploring outside, then. To the estate. Gotta love over-penetration. Viat? Oh man, so many names that are hard to pronounce here. All right.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
Aw. Alright, let's see. Actually, I wanted to check. Can I give you a better 10 to 17? I feel like you... yeah, I'm gonna give him a... I really want to give him that great sword here. I have another one here, don't I? That's the great sword here is 13 to 20, and this one is 13. They're both 13 to 20. Most warriors, make it extra parry. Laceration, let's do that. Which one looks cooler? Okay, we got this one, and then this one. Okay. Kind of like the look of this one better. And I'm actually gonna take away your rifle. I might give that to myself now. Let's give you a grenade too. Where did that power maul go? Thing is, there's too many weapons. Yeah, seriously, where did it go? Okay, oh, there it is. And then we're gonna give you a pistol. And then I think I'm gonna take that arc rifle away and I'm gonna give it to myself. That way I can kind of become more of a backline fighter. It'd be really cool to have that Eldar one. Sorry, Aldari. Stop calling them. They're not Eldar anymore. They're Aldari. 20 to 25. I'd love to get another character that can use that stuff. I wish there was a better way to order this stuff. There it is. There we go. Okay. And you got a plasma pistol. You're good. You're awesome. You have that staff. That's the best thing I can get. How much damage does this do? 20 to 25. I switch here. I'm almost tempted to do that. No, I want to keep the splinter cannon. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
All right, we got some goods over here. Do some exploring. Technomant. Doing what Technomant does. Servitor over here. Anything back here?
Keep your wits about you.
An old servant. Oh, hello, old servant. You're too late. Wait, dogs. I'm the master of my own fate. It's you, your lordship. The God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janus. What? Forgive me, your lordship. If only I'd known it was you. My eyes deceived me. We have little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything. Nerve toxin. The inevitable cessation of vital functions expected in no more than 60 seconds. Oh, darn you, old man. Where did you get this stuff? Poison capsules are of this sort are popular choice among desperate ashmegs who are done with being tortured by mad fanatics or worse. Here on Janus, though, there's no antidote. Say whatever it is you want to say, and be quick about it. In the name of the Golden Throne, your lordship, show mercy to the humble workers, the salt of Janus. Save them. Vistenza, that, the untouchable governor, the leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She used the Imperium's interest as the smokescreen, and purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet. Did you know that settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time have been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order. Sometimes old folks, sometimes children. I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate. And then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into a secret room. They don't come out again, your lordship, ever. Peasants who were taken to Eric V to serve House of Celio were never seen or heard from again either. They became loyal subjects and toiled for the good of the great dynasty. Why should they ever return to their filthy, squalid abodes? The old servant lets out a moan. The dark stain in his arm seems to be creeping through his veins until his arms and neck are a lace sort of black. Oh. I probably don't have... What secret rooms? Hidden chambers deep within the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. The servants who are allowed in, the ones the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, pretties them up, defiles them. You accuse the rogue traders apparent governor of heresy? If your words are false, then themselves are testament to heresy. But if what you say is true, if it is true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. I swear I'm not lying. Pray for me, holy sister. For me and for Janus. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all your questions. What else is going on in the settlement? I'll tell you exactly what I was told by people who contacted me. Those tithes. Some settlements have already switched to paying with people. They say the amenable settlements gain special treatment with the government's dogs. They arrange for medicine to be supplied to the settlement, then security, and then they completely isolate them. All contact between those inside the settlement and the outside world is cut off. One lad managed to get out. He's the one who told me about this. That the people are rotting alive in there. Strange, gross, yellow eyes, striking like dead bodies. The worst-looking ones are rounded up and taken away. The fellow who escaped, he seemed fine, but within a couple of days, the rebels picked him up, and he started seeing monsters instead of people. They had to lock him up away from other folk, the poor sod, and then his wrists. If you report me a dying man, to make one last request, don't tell anyone that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family, my home. Okay, I will keep your secret. Please, save us. Save Janus. Aww. Alright, so, I mean, what he was saying might have been true. Probably true. That the governor is actually doing something wrong here. Usually how it goes, right? Alright, so let's head this way.
Is there money to be made?
There's always money to be made. Oh, this might be something I can talk to. Dropped in a red cloak, the Magos body barely looks human. So greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Vinzes, how may I serve you? What are you doing here on Janus? By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Administration, in order to catalog data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Be blessed, Tech Brother. Your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order and bestows classification of knowledge. Alright, tell me about Janus. Initializing report. The planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuff. The significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere and the aim of improving production processes the logistics operations. Traces of xenoactivity do not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. Traces of xenoactivity. According to data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet. But if I do not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail, for now, I must defer the quest for knowledge. Alright. What pathologies in flora and fauna? Genetic and chemical pathologies. Your lordship, harmless species mutate and become aggressive. Will plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous? This is happening more and more often, and if no action is taken, the ecosystem of the world will be disrupted. The changes may be artificial. Has the possibility been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? Nothing at all, Venerable Magos. Our tech comrades from the Magos biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with the thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. How do the governors dealing with undesirable pathologies? I have analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organisms resilient to pathology. But so far, I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up this process, but the administration apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Okay. Talk about something else. You're listening. So she she might be bringing people in, and she's stopping them from stopping these plants from mutating. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a Nurgle planet, isn't it? Oh, Grandfather Nurgle, I am listening. Okay, so how many servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus are there on the planet? So according to the data stored in my conjugator, all infrastructure nodes for food harvesting and process have their own contingent of technoments. The total number of about 253. Correction, based on the latest data, the figure is 211 units. Oh. How are things with you and your fellows? The current situation on the planet is assessed as stable. The process of the prospects is assessed as encouraging. Okay, we'll speak later.
I always have a backup plan.
Well, I've got a little thing following me now. Okay, interesting. I've got a cherub following me. Look at you. Hello, cherub.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
That's going to make the sister feel a little bit more at home. Oh. Oh, there's goods in here. Well, let's open up this vault. My planet, I can do what I want, right?
Operation successful.
Okay. Let's speak later. Sorry, it shows up as a square thing, so that maybe it was something different.
I always keep my options open.
Oh yeah, she is 100% an Eldar, probably a ranger. Following the path of the exile. Let's talk with her.
Iliad Lenevus greets you, Elantark.
Yeah, she's calling me. Oh yeah, she's the bizarre creature before you. Vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features. Every aspect of this appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you.
Would you look at this? Xenos. Oh, she devoured them, mingling with humans. Don't your lot think themselves above that? Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that it's a Xenos that's been cozying up to Viet, not a mutant.
There is fear in your words. You know what I am, and so I may no longer follow the shadowed path and must be direct. My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
Oh, I can attack her? No, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Okay, to be honest, the only part I understood is that you have no desire to fight. There's the one thing we have in common.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
So you're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rank-and-file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Alright, awareness. Her face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she's choosing her words carefully. Do you know who's behind the uprising?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
Your answers are not... how did you come to be on Janus?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
Oh! This was an Eldar world before. Oh! Oh, what if there's exit... Oh, they won't do Exodites. There's 3 types of Eldar. The craft world Eldar that left before the fall and the birth of Slanesh, the Drukhari who kind of like live in the Webway and Komorra, and are kind of the evil ones, and then the Exodites who live on the, I can't remember the name they call their worlds, but live on the original worlds the Eldar had still, and they're kind of like, apparently they ride dinosaurs and stuff. I mean, I want them to be an army. So why do you call me Elentark?
Because that is what you are. Elentark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
You spoke to the I spoke to the Magnus in charge of operations on the planet. He said something's gone wrong with this world. There are spontaneous mutations, animal attack. Maybe you have something to say about that.
The Lilithon is expressing her wrath. For centuries, this world has resisted the brutality inflicted upon it by soulless machines and unmindful creatures. But what the machine man told you, that is something else. Something more frightening. The planet is fighting an evil that has taken root in its very cradle.
Alright. Your answers are not particularly helpful.
But you are not asking for help, Elentark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know.
Alright.
A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
If you want, you can join me. None of the locals will dare look askance at you at the Rogue Trader's presence.
So be it. I will go with you.
Oh no, we got an Eldarian with us now.
I am ready, Elentark. Let us go forth.
So she's a Xenos, one of the Ashurian. She is a ranger. Okay, she is a ranger who follows the path of the outcast, and her skills in ranged combat are without equal. She does not use human weapons, and can wear either Aldari armor or, if she learns the required feature, Drukhari armor. Her unique ability instantly ends her turn. However, at the start of her next turn, she will make an attack that always hits the target. Oh, yes. Oh, I mean, I have to take her now. And yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're the one that's going to be going away. Oh, but I can't. Oh, I can't even access your items anymore. Ah, it'd been kind of cool to give her the Aldari weapons. Oh no, that sucks. Well, maybe I'll head to my ship quickly and rearm her. All right, so she is an operative. Okay, and we have to pick one here. Well, we're gonna pick assassin. Make her an assassin. Again, I'm not sure the best way to make her. Let's do. Let's do Elusive Shadow. For one round, the assassin becomes the lowest priority target. There we go. Makes sense. Can I even take Drukhari weapons? I need to be level 22 before I can do Drukhari weapons. Okay. Oh gosh, what weapon should I bring? She gets something special ones for just being an Aldari. Again, I don't know what her abilities are, so we're just going to, you know what, let's just give her more. Where's her ballistic skill? Just give her more ballistic skill. For now. Just she gets dispatch, AP increase, and we're going to give her ballistic skill. Awesome. And we should probably give her some weapons, too. Oh, I've got a cherub now. When did I get that? Okay. Oh, is that what's following me? When did I get that? When did I get this? Alright, well, apparently I got some stuff. You. And you need... Oh, this one's better. Yeah, that one's better. Okay. And I can take this sword. And... Oh, I can take the ghost sword. Oh, no. I can take the chain sword instead. But I can't use a pistol. Oh, I should have an extra pistol, right? No? Oh, it's the Drukhari pistol is the other pistol I have. I can't, so she just got that. Okay. Can I give her... I can give her some boots, I guess. Oh, well, I got Deadeye Shot, so when I hit an enemy with a Deadeye Shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1. Okay. That is good. And then... Imperium test. Critical hit chance to range attacks against enemies with 50% or more. Or more? Less than 50% wounds, okay. And I think this gives more damage. Let's give her more damage that way. Movement points by 3. Yeah, let's give more movement points. There we go. Oh, gives her extra Medicaid. Does that mean I can use... There we go, and I can use some of these. And let's give her monofilament grenades. Yeah, let's give her monofilament grenades. Give her Eldari grenades. There we go. Alright. Now I just gotta talk to Jay again and take hers away.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes.
Okay.
I make profitable
just so I don't have that thing follow me around. Alright, I think... Well, we got our friends. We got ourselves an Eldar friend. I think this is... Oh, let's have everyone come with me. For now, okay, so I get an Eldar companion. That's actually cool. I was not expecting there to be Xenos companions. Although she is... I think she's like on the cover of the game and stuff like that, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Alright, but we're going to do some exploring. We still got a little bit of exploring to do on this map. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Don't forget, if you guys like what you see, that subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, you can hit the dislike button too. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I know I definitely am. And definitely extra excited to have an Eldar with me, which I'm kind of extra excited because it's an Eldar Ranger. And Eldar Rangers are still my favorite Eldar unit. Well, second favorite. War Spiders are still my favorite. But those models are 30 years old now. Oh my gosh, the day they come up with new War Spiders, I'll be doing a new Eldar army. Although the Eldar was my first ever Warhammer army, so I still have a soft spot for the Eldar, or the Eldari, whatever they want to be called nowadays. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you guys like to see it, that subscribe button. Don't like to see it, that dislike button. But as always, until next time, keep your stick on the ice.